Greetings everyone, hello and welcome back to Galactic Civilizations 4, once again to the DLC Megastructures and to our playthrough of this beautiful game, and welcome back to another sponsored video. If you're interested in this game, don't forget to check out the link in the description. Now we are once again fighting and we're having a pretty big battle this time around, where we actually also just lost a ship and we're fighting against one of the capital ships of one of my opponents here, and with that we have won. Right, we have actually destroyed 8 ships and have lost 1. That was a total victory, and still they don't want to go to ceasefire really with admirable conditions for us. So we will just continue, taking over some more planets, most likely whatever we can actually do here. And in this case there is another smaller fleet here right away, the Drangia fleet, that we can then also destroy. This is new. So someone actually settled over here and I have no idea what they're doing. And I don't even have any idea who they really are, because most of them are still unexplored. Now in the last episode, right, we started from nothing and created this pretty nice empire there. Looks still a bit scattered, everything, especially also thanks to these guys here that are, you know, building up smaller bases everywhere to create these little pools of their influence. So we are also about to push them back there a bit more. Now, very important, with the latest DLC we actually get something new here, right? We get the engineering tech tree that we have over there. This is new, a new addition, and not the techs themselves. Most of them are actually already in the base game, but we have something here that is the Gigamass theory that leads then into the Gigamass harvesting, and then down the road into megastructure production. This is what we want to aim for in this episode. So after my current research, we're actually queuing in the Gigamass harvesting now, because we actually can do this since we have lots of gas planets surrounding us. For construction in Yasensky, we're going ahead and have us a few more planetary conversions. These two here, they would just fit in nicely here, right? So we can boost the manufacturing output and especially the researching a bit more. That is pretty important at this point, since research is expensive. Burning ships. And what still baffles me, how fast the enemy can actually take out ships. So we are at the moment having this invasion here, but it's not looking good for us, right? So perhaps I can merge these fleets together. That's just perfect. It would still lead to a pretty big loss. So I'm going to actually abandon this one and rather take on a shipyard or something like that. We're getting some reinforcements from here via Muspelheim. I just love that name. And once it arrives, hopefully we have a bit of a better chance here. We also have 2 new ministers that we can file in. The Minister of Justice, so this is going to be Anna Ver here, that is reducing the crime globally by 12%. And then we got the Minister of Finance with Sarah Daff joining now. This actually increases my gross income by 10% and my maintenance cost by 20% reduction. Look at the amount, right? So we are more than doubling our input right now from 10 to 27. And since we have a really high approval rating, we can still stay above 80%, for example, with medium taxes. That I would like to do. This actually is also possible to... Yeah, we could get rid of the economic development here again, right? And instead go once again with the coerced colonization. This reduces my approval rating, but it boosts my growth by another 100% again. And since we still have room to grow, let's actually go with that. So these are the guys that are actually pretty powerful in the center of the map right now, and also close to us. Not very beautiful they are, but we can still assign them, and we should still assign them a leader that is going to improve our position with them, right? So this is a diplomat now, and he's working for us. And in this case here, with hopefully a bit more diplomatic relationships, we can then go to an alliance or something like that, because I definitely want to have some more allies on this map, right? We do have 2 hostile forces here left and right to us, so I definitely want to have this force here. And who's that? Actually, we haven't put any effort with them yet. It's those guys here. Oh, they're looking a bit dangerous there. So let's get Amanda Lake, a very expensive diplomat. Hopefully it's worth it to also boost our reputation with them. Very important, computing substrates we have finished. This is going to greatly boost my research by being able to finally upgrade my research districts. Precursor archaeology, I've been waiting for this for a while now, right? But now finally we should really be doing this, as this unlocks then the precursor settlement as well down the road. These are very powerful ships that he boosts now. It's important that we take them down because before there's too many. And I still haven't figured out again where his shipyard is. He's built a new one. It's not his capital though. To further increase my research, we have an executive order, precious scientists with a few control points that we have. We can actually get another 50 research out immediately. Terraforming on Yasenski is completed. This is really nice because we get some very good items here. The Tower of Endless Night. This one here not only gives me culture points, but it also increases my control rating and gives me a +2 level to all it in its surrounding area, right? That means all of these here are getting profited from that. And since we have a lot of tiles here, this is just super nice. We can also boost the planetary generator with that. So they're boosting each other there. So with this, we can also have another manufacturing district up here. And then definitely some research districts here in addition. Okay, down here once again. I'm probably going to wait for the reinforcements before I do anything else here. And we're also building some bombers now because I want to start getting serious with orbital bombardment. We need to force them into ceasefire at some point. I don't want to have an endless war raging here, nor will I be able to take them over both, right? So I need to go to peace at least with one of them at some point now. And there it actually is. Infinite compassion, we offer you a path of salvation. They would now go for the ceasefire. So let's go ahead and do this. And now at least we have a ceasefire with those guys here again. We keep the world though, right? Muspelheim. And both of them here we can keep. And with that, we can now finally get my ships to the other side, to the Drenger, and then hopefully be able to do a bit more damage against them. That's great. And there is one of my new siege ships. This will be great for taking over planets. And another planet has been taken over, Bilbo it is. That is a rather small planet, class 1 poor. And because it's volcanic, it also has 30% pollution. But still, it gets the job done as a new supplier colony for PT2. With a bit of manufacturing and especially also wealth. Very good. With the sieges finally coming in, we can now also take over the bigger planets like Laravak 2 here. That is a class 28 amazing planet. It will take 10 months still, but it is possible, right? So that's the great thing about it, and that's better than nothing. So we're going to keep this guy here, or this fleet here, as protection, and the other one starts the siege in the next turn, and this will then take 10 turns, and then we have a very powerful planet that we can use for ourselves. My other fleets in the meantime continue because I'm still also trying to get the shipyards down wherever we find them. And finally we found the shipyards and can take them down. And that was quicker than I thought. We have taken over a class 28 amazing planet. And this one here actually has a governor right on board, right? So this is now this was a very big planet for them. And they, of course, have their own pop there, right? So with that, we also have these guys here, the Drengen, now in our empire. So they kind of like need to work with us. He's actually quite loyal to us. So he knows where it's going. We could also just, you know, get rid of them. Train a soldier or imprison them and get our own population in here. I think this is preferable as I really want them. So we can just, yeah, imprison them. And they don't contribute then anymore to my planet. But we can now train, get our own people over then here, right? So that we have then our own people that we can scootly poop around and multiply. For that, we need a transporter from Earth, though. We have lots of people waiting here, so this is something I would like to do. And let's just check it out. This one gets over there. William Quinn and perhaps Ashy Paris. Very nice. There they are on little transporters. It's going to take 2 turns or something like that. Next target would be already Kuroda over there. This is a supply colony. And right next to Laravak. And with that, we start the siege of it. 7 months, it didn't take that long last time, so I think it's faster. And there's another siege fleet now coming over there that we can then also use. Finally, we also have a flagship again that enables me to survey those artifacts once more. We've lost it, and now we got it again. And there it is, Gigamass harvesting. Gigamass harvesting technology enables the extraction of valuable resources from lifeless celestial bodies. So this is once again the DLC tag that we have now with this, and this unlocks us a whole bunch of other things. But first things first, let's go into the tag tree again, into engineering. Gigamass harvesting, there it is. This leads then into the stellar architecture here that allows us then to build megastructures and the Dyson sphere. Before we do this, however, yeah, we should still do some other things because this actually takes 16 months. That would be a long time. So let's work on beams, and especially also work on where do we have it? My upgrade, there it is, my precursor studies. I would like to go ahead with this first. With the tag, we also get the Harvester, a new ship that is capable of converting dead worlds into Gigamass. So let's actually just go for one of these planets here. Neptune has a Gigamass on it. And with that, we're starting the harvesting process now. With a few more tags, we also have now the preventative maintenance. This is really nice. This actually costs me Gigamass. So right now we have 5. And in this case here, this would boost then not only my manufacturing, research, growth, income, maintenance, and energy consumption on this planet, it would also increase the level of manufacturing. And look at that. We can actually boost 4 tiles with this if we place it here, and we would have another tile possible here. So this is really nice overall, thanks to my Gigamass that we have now. And we've taken over this ring world system here now. That's a pretty big one, right? And also a very profitable one when it comes to money. And in this case, that is in the heart of the Dranger Empire, right? At the same time, we should also, yep, there it is, have taken over this colony, Kuroda. And this one also belongs to us now. Yeah. 2 massive blows again to my enemy. In this case over here, they still have the capital worlds, of course, and my fleet are close by, so we should always watch out and take over or destroy any kind of shipyard that we see, like this one here. That's really important. With that, we also have a new shipyard under our control where we can build new ships, also planet harvesters. That's going to be important. We need more Gigamass from now on. Here, actually, it's a bit of a diverse population, right? And we are going to, of course, send in more citizens here again to this world here, but we need to choose another one. And they can actually work here still for us, though. Meanwhile, in the Ascenski, we have something very powerful with the Gigamass we have. Look at that. We have 4 research districts here, and we have the Cosmic Orrery. So this one also uses Gigamass once again, and it boosts the level 3 research by 3 to all 4 of these here. Amazing. Let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to enjoy this Gigamass production and those buildings. There is another one that I would like to go, that's the Precious Gem Synthesizer. So once again, a building you can have with the Gigamass. And in this case here, it boosts the wealth output of the surrounding districts by +5. So let's get actually this one in here, because we got the wealth districts then here. Financial district. And of course, we can also have them on the other side then here. This one's getting boosted by +6 actually. And this one here usually is research, but we are getting a massive boost out of this one here too. So that we have those districts and boosted by that. Nice income this will bring us. We're starting the next invasion. Kafau it is. Kafau 1. Oh, we actually take casualties here because there is a stronger force. Let's cancel this. Can we take over that force with my other fleet that we have? Yes. Let's destroy the ships that are waiting here. There you go. And now we can actually go in and have the invasion started. This will take then 4 months, right? In this case here, so that we take over that system completely. These guys here, they actually stay. That's important. Also, the next questline starts with the DLC, the Think Bigger. It is time for our civilization to ascend. By capturing the power of a star, we can become a Class 2 civilization. We will need a steady supply of energy to fuel our ambitions. So we need to research another stellar architecture and then construct the Dyson sphere. And just look at what happened with Neptune. It's gone. So at some point the harvesting stops, right? And what you have behind Neptune, debris. So we can now send an asteroid miner in here actually to take over this area here and harvest the rest of it. Oh, poor Neptune. That's the price of it. Let's just find us some new dead worlds that we can harvest. There we have it. The thing, of course, is that we're getting rid of all these dead planets here. They're looking nice though, some of them, like this ring world. Still, it has Gigamass, and that's why it needs to die. The other one that actually destroyed Uranus. Let's just see. Jupiter, Artemis. There's one. And I just noticed, by the way, of course, we have the precursor finished, right? I can settle now on Denbra 1. And I would like to do this as well. Do we have an executive order still that we can draft colonists? Yes, we can. Perfect. Because this gives me a new colony ship. And can we also... another planet harvest I would not like to do. I think for now, shipbuilding wise, we don't need any more ships for now, alright? I would like to wait on a new tech. So I might just go for some asteroid miners here that are going to help us out. And there's my colony ship, and let's send this over here to this precursor world. There it is, a Denbra 1, and this leads to a precursor event. There seems to be many more discoveries that are darker in nature, echoes of millions that died within the vast underground chambers. What should we do? Should focus on building the colony here, pre-made haunted murder cubes, start moving people, start shipping criminals in. Let's actually focus on building the colony. It gives me 10% manufacturing. Asteroid factory production boosted with the latest tech, and there we have it, stellar architecture. Let's go ahead. And Kafau has also been taken over. Also, this whole area now belongs to us. They're actually going to go for ceasefire again. They would give me 300 coin and 10 modules, but this war will continue because I want to take them down completely. We're already at the capital core system, right? And yeah, it's not going to take that much longer anymore. Now, my fleet continues. Can we... we can still not get the main area, but we can get the smaller ones, right? This will only take 2 months. This is only 3 months. And the capital world, though, that will take still a bit of time. That's okay. Going to move now all my ships over here as we're closing in. So there's also no more danger really coming. Oh, there's another wall up there. Ragnarok. Also taking down a shipyard again, so they have no ability anymore to build ships. At least as far as I can see. Problem is the starbase here is very powerful. So this will be a bit harder. And all of them are very powerful. But we don't need to be right at the starbase. That's going to be okay. Asteroid mining. We're also watching the fight for Drengi. That is the core world of the Drengir. And this is the defending fleet of this planet. And finally we are strong enough to also take them down. Because it's quite a lot of ships actually. But at the end of it, of course, it wasn't really a challenge against them. So in this case, once we've taken them over, there you go. We can now start with the conquest of this, as we've also finished it with my sieges. So I still need to get a few sieges over. We're doing this right now, and then we can start Drengi here. Stellar architecture, the pinnacle of engineering, allowing the creation of monumental structures. And with that, it unlocks the megastructure architect module and the Dyson sphere that we have unlocked with it. Also, megastructure Nexi is the next in line that we can go ahead with this now and unlocks the stellar Nexus megastructures, the tier 1 Nexus augments that we can have with that. Yeah, let's, I think, go ahead with this right away. So this also gives me now the think bigger here. There you go. And it also unlocks the stellar architect ship, and this one makes it possible then to build those megastructures. Once finished, we're sending it over to the solar, to the central star of our system here. And megastructures are powerful devices that use the energy of stars. We can now create the Dyson sphere that generates energy used to power other megastructure energy output determined by the star color. It takes 3 months to finish, and it gives me, oh, and it probably cost me 30 Gigamass. There it is, yeah. And now we have it under construction. Our very first megastructure. And there it is, also the next system or the next planet that we've taken over. So let's merge those fleets here if we can actually do this. Oh yeah, we can. Can we take over that now? Yes! With that we have now enough sieges, and with that we can now finally start the takeover of the core capital world. It will take 10 months to conquer this one. And then we finished it. At long last, power is restored. Our energy crisis has been averted. We get 10% approval, manufacturing, research, and loyalty bonus. And we're a class 2 civilization. The power of the sun. Its energy will support dozens of our colonies. But we need to think bigger. This is only the beginning. Another 10% improve. A small step, we have laid the groundwork and can now support our biggest project yet. Our scientists call it a Nexus and claim its abilities will adapt to our needs. Let's see what we really can do with it. Starts the mission, research megastructure Nexi. that we have now. Research the megastructure, we're doing this already, and then we can build a stellar megastructure. Let's just have a look at the Dyson sphere that we have now over here working for us. This looks fantastic. Oh yeah, and it's producing now energy duration plus 15 for us. And this is something we're going to need then for the future megastructures that we have. Megastructure Nexi. By constructing a stellar nexus, we can enhance our strategic capabilities. Very good. And we can now also choose a new tag. Starbase Refinery, wait a second. What do we have in the engineering tree after this? The Advanced Nexus Augments. I think we could go ahead with this right away. Or improving... Yeah, this just takes one turn, the Starbase Refinery. Go ahead and do this. And there it is. We have taken over the capital of the Drangi. And with that, they have now, well, one more planet, as far as I can tell. And we should probably still also take this over. Very good. This, of course, is not going to be easy because we have a lot of these Drangi in here and they're not going to be super happy. Actually, they are 51% approval rating. They weren't particularly happy about their previous rulership, it seems. This is a very powerful planet, right? Because it is a capital. We get a lot of manufacturing, a lot of research, and a lot of wealth out of this one. Also, food is great with that. 25 food in addition. Now, let's actually go ahead and just simply improve the districts until we have reached stability here again. The rest of my fleet gets over now to this side here to take over that very last planet. It only take 1 month to take this over. And then the Drangi don't have any planets left. My other main fleet that we've also reinforced quite a bit, we could probably take down some additional space stations here in the region. However, they still will cause us some casualty, it seems. There it is, yeah, losing one ship here. We can still take also down this one here. It's not heavily fortified. No casualties are expected. There you go. Clear this area. The sphere of influence is still there, but it's going to vanish over time now, right? Since there is nothing that gives influence anymore in this region. And yeah, with the takeover of this last planet, we also take over all the spheres. So when we look at the bigger thing now here, we still have Muspelheims now over there, right? And we have the Terran Resistance. They're very insignificant. So this might be another nice empire that we can swallow right over here. And we also need to make sure that we actually merge our sphere of influence here now. So having a powerful starbase here in the center with communication should be very nice. Now, Earth has finished another project here for terraforming and an entertainment district. We can still improve the housing and the recreation. Food-wise, it's actually not ideal what we have right now. I don't have a very strong food colony per se. So right now, this one also doesn't have any food tiles anymore. So I'm just going ahead and improve the food districts that we have already before I build anything new. And then we have Earth, and here we're going with a colony ship again. And also the Stellar Architect to build me another Dyson sphere, most likely. Colony ship, you can just go for any... This is also a pretty cool feature. Just auto-colonize the next smaller planet that we have, right? This is just... We're just working on colonies now. We're not working on core walls anymore, as I have quite a few of them myself. There is a starbase that we have, but we already have these scanners. Yep, we're colonizing this. And I'm also going ahead and I'm going to send in a colonist here. Stellar Vanguard Collective. Oh, they're sending me a token of support. They think we're a friend. Let them think that. Alright, in an epic saga of sorrow and regret, we find ourselves lamenting the war we so boldly began. Like a tragic hero, we now seek redemption in the form of a ceasefire. No. There is not going to be any ceasefire anymore. Then there would be in my backyard here, right, with one planet. We can't allow that. Crazy stuff. Over here, we're also pretty much done, right? Why does this belong to me now? Oh yeah, they offered this ship here. Thank you very much. We could give it back, but I might actually just put this one on auto exploration. A solitaire ship. This is a bit of a nuisance here, right? This tiny area. Next mega project that we can do around the next star. This time around we can have a stellar nexus. So this costs me way more Gigamass, 50 of these. And this can be then also upgraded with Nexus augments. So let's go ahead and build this one over here. It's going to take a while, once again. Alright, we may be finished. But you're a fool if you think we'll handle our people. And with that, we have destroyed them. The Drangian Empire has been destroyed. Very nice. They still have a bit of sphere here left, but that's it, right? We've taken the last planet over there, and those people actually thought they could conquer us. That's the end of them for now. So it was good. The construction of the next Nexus mega project begins over here. The research for the Nexus augments finishes in the next turn, and we continue onwards then with the Megastructure DLC by using the powers of a black hole. Looking forward to this. I love this DLC so far. I hope you do too. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to check out the link in the description. Stay tuned.